Hey everybody, Paul here, and today what we're going to be doing is going over how to use a scanner in Java and how to take in user input. So first off, to get user input, you need to ask for it. So we've got this basic class that we're starting off with. It's a public class called takeInput. It's got public static void main, which is going to automatically run, and then it's got system.out.println what is your name. So basically the only thing that matters there is system.out.println is something that prints strings or words, whatever you want to call them, to a terminal. All right, so let's jump into it. Now you need to take that input from a user, and to take input in, you want to use a scanner. So a scanner is just a way to sort of take input in. You can usually take it from system.in, which is just the sort of standard system input, or you can use scanners to read files. We're not going to go into that, but just know that that's an option. So first off, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to type in a scanner. And then usually people call them SC. You can call it whatever you want. And then you do new scanner. And then you just type in system.in. And system.in just represents the input from the system. So think of input, or think of .in as .input or something like that. Now, the scanner is not going to work right off the bat because you need to import some libraries or import some classes, I guess. So in this case, it's going to be coming from java.util. You can click Alt just to look over that. Like here, I didn't even go over this. You click Alt Enter, and that's going to give you a list of things that it could be. Always take that java.util. If you're using a scanner, you want to be importing java.util.scanner. So there we go. We've got our scanner, and now we need to signify that the scanner should be looking for something. So you're going to type sc dot, and then you do next, right? And here you've got a list of what you can take in. Next integer, you can do next double, next float. There's just a huge list of this. And what you're probably going to want to do is you're going to want to do next line. This is just going to take in a string. So now if we run this program, you're going to get what is your name. Down here you're going to have a cursor so I can put in my name. And the program's run. That's everything. That's all there is to it. If you wanted to take in a file, you'd have to do something. I'm just going to go over this real quick. You'd have to do file. Let's call it f equals new file. And then you do something like file path, which you're going to put right there. And then you can just put your file right here. And that's all there is to it. Like just f. Let's import this real quick. So just input class, it's going to be from java.io for the file. You've got your file here. Of course, you're going to need to handle your exceptions. I'm just going to automatically do this for now. That's sort of outside the this right here, but you're going to want to do something like this. And basically now what's going to happen is you can do sc.hasNextLine, and that's going to allow you to read the file, right? So if you're reading a file, you want to do something like this. Let's just print it out, or you can do whatever you want. Actually, I don't even have a file here. So yeah, that's just going to be your basics for a file. And those are sort of the two cases that you'd really want to look into for using a scanner. There are other things that you can use a scanner to do, but these are the main two that anyone's going to really ask you to know. So it's that simple. If you're taking input, you just declare your scanner. Once you declare your scanner with system.in in the parentheses down here, once you declare your scanner, you can just do sc or whatever you called your scanner dot next int double float line, whatever you want, and it'll take in your input, and then you can do something with it. So let's just jump back here because I was just showing you that way. So now we've got sc dot next line. If you want to make that equal to a string, so let's go ahead and do this just to demonstrate. So this is going to say your string is going to be sc dot next line, and now let's just print something out. Let's say your name is, right? So this is just a very basic sort of thing. Let's run this again. And then the line's going to say your name is Paul. Obviously my name's Paul. But yeah, you can see just few lines, but you can do a lot with it, and it's a really good way of taking user input. It's the way that everybody's going to be using, at least initially. Later on, there's always fancier ways of doing things, but if you're a beginner programmer, this is the way you want to do it. If you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to comment down below. I'm going to do my best to answer them. But hopefully this video was informative. I tried to make this as basic as possible. And if I miss something or if something doesn't make sense, it's probably my fault because I've been in the industry for a while. So there's a good chance that some of the stuff that I just glossed over thinking it's easy is actually hard because it's hard to remember what was hard for me. But I'm trying to do my best.